Detail. Halt. Center. Face. Side step. March. Step. 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 Detail. Lower casket. Detail. Left or right. Face. Forward. March. Detail. Oh. Detail. Position. Casket. Detail. Rail. Flag. Detail. Covering. Rest.
Please be seated. Welcome to the Southeast Louisiana Veterans Cemetery. I'm Ted Crum, the director. December 17th, 1941, the USS Oklahoma, BB-37, was moored in berth Fox 5 in Battleship Row when the Japanese attacked. Outboard alongside Maryland, Oklahoma took 3 torpedo hits almost immediately after the first Japanese bombs fell. As she began to capsize to port, 2 more torpedoes struck home, and her men were strafed as they abandoned ship. In less than 12 minutes, she rolled over until halted by her masts touching the bottom, her starboard side above the water, and a part of her keel exposed. 429 of her officers and enlisted men were killed or missing. On December 2007, the 66th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, a memorial for the 429 crew members who were killed in the attack was dedicated on Ford Island, just outside the entrance to where the battleship Missouri is docked as a museum. And Missouri is moored where the Oklahoma was moored when she was sunk. Only 35 of the 429 sailors and Marines who died on Oklahoma were identified in the years following the attack. And the remains of the unidentified sailors and Marines were first interred as unknowns in the Nuuanu and Halawa cemeteries, but were all disinterred in 1947 in an unsuccessful attempt to identify more people. In 1950, all unidentified remains from the Oklahoma were buried in 61 caskets in 45 graves at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, also known as the Punch Bowl. In April of 2015, the Department of Defense announced, as part of a policy change that established threshold criteria for disinterment of unknowns, that the unidentified remains of the crew members of Oklahoma would be exhumed for DNA analysis, with the goal of returning identified remains to their families. And that is why we gather here today to commit Stewart's Mate First Class Cyril Isaac Dusset to his final resting place. In addition, we're here to honor Cyril's military service and sacrifice to his country. So out of respect for the family, I ask that you place your cell phones on silent. Members of the Honor Guard will fire 3 volleys. The 3 volleys comes from an old battlefield custom. The 2 warring sides would cease hostilities to clear their dead from the battlefield. And the firing of 3 volleys meant the dead were properly cared for, and each side was ready to resume the battle. Then taps, the traditional military funeral song, will be played, and it's customary for veterans and those in uniform to render a hand salute, for men to remove their hats, and for all others to place their hand over their heart and face the burial flag. And finally, the Honor Guard will fold the American flag in a ceremonious way that's been a tradition in U.S. military for many years. And after the flag is folded, it'll be presented to Cyril's nephew, Freddie. And he'll be thanked for his uncle's service to our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, those who are able, please stand for military honors. Please be seated.
Detail. Hold. Flag. Hold. Flag. detail. Left or right? Face. Forward. March.
Sir, on behalf of the President of the United States Navy, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag